everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have my intro to my project pan for 2021. I'm going to do this very similar to how I did it last year, and that I'm going to bring in 10 products that I want to either pan or finish in 2021. Should I finish any of these products up, I will replace them with another item, rolling it over till the end of the year. I do want to set myself a little challenge this year, so I have put in some products that aren't the easiest to pan because I am intrigued as to how far I will get through them. But why don't we get started? The first product is the Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser Eye Concealer. This is a product that well and truly got buried at the back of my collection, and I only found it again towards the tail end of last year. Because I did use it quite a lot and I was quite satisfied with how it easily showed you how much product was left, and I did enjoy having a concealer in my project pan last year. That's why I thought I would stick this one in. My go-to under eye concealer has been for the longest time the YSL Touche Éclat concealer, but I am wanting to try slightly different things, and when I used this recently I did really enjoy it under my eyes, so hoping it will make me just not constantly use the same product over and over again and reach for something different. I have filmed close-ups of all these products that I will be putting on the screen, just in case it's not obvious where I'm up to when I'm holding it here. The next product is one that I'm actually bringing over from 2020. This is the Flower Beauty Petal Pout Lip Mask, and this is one that I think got put in the project halfway through last year. Again, another product that you wind up and you can see your progress as it goes towards the top. So I'm quite keen to see how much further I can get through this product, or hopefully potentially finish it by the end of the year. I have wiped off the lines from last year and I am technically starting it afresh from where it was up to on the last update. The next product I want to include is the Smashbox Primer Water, and this is a product that I haven't even opened yet, so the line is right up here at the top. I do absolutely love the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, but I've never reached for this primer water. I believe I got this product in a set with a few other of the primers, but I've just never sort of felt the need for this. I've always felt like I've needed more, so I thought I would put it in this project and see how much use I get out of it. If it gets to the point by the end of the year that I've not even made a dent in it, or I don't enjoy reaching for it, then I will just part ways with it. I am actually sticking a second primer in here, and this is one from Stila. This is the One Step Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum. Again, another product that you kind of push up and you can see quite easily where you're up to. This was something that I did only try towards the tail end of 2020, and I did quite enjoy it. It is a product that I don't feel is really necessary though, and it's not one that I feel does an awful lot other than moisturise. It does have obviously the different colours in, but for me the green is quite prominent, so I don't feel like the other colours come through, and you do end up with a slight green tinge on your skin. So it's not one that I absolutely love, but it does feel nice on the skin in that I do enjoy using it at the time, if that makes any sense. So I thought, just so I'm not constantly reaching for the primers that I know and love, that's why I'd stick these two primers in here. Next I want to stick in a toner, and this one is from Pixi and is the Retinol Tonic. I did have a toner in last year's project pan, and I think even the year before that, and I never made much of a dent with it. I feel like I like this toner a little bit more, so it will encourage me to reach for it more. I feel like this does do really good things to my skin. Because I was trying to use that other one up so much, that's why this one got slightly neglected. So I think having it in here will make me reach for that a lot more and give my skin what it needs. Excuse the state of this next product, I have taken it straight out of the shower. This is a mask from number 7. This is the Nourishing Hydration Mask, and this is a product that I got in the number 7 advent calendar that I got in December. It is a product that I already have a backup of because I did purchase a Joy of Missing Out bundle around the same time as the advent calendar, and it did come with another one of these. So I've put this in here because I want to try and use it up that little bit quicker. Plus I'm intrigued as to how long it will last, and yet again it's got one of the kind of pressurized platforms that moves up, so it's easy to monitor my use. I think it's really cool with the way this looks, kind of similar to the Stila one. It is a really great mask, and sneak peek, probably one I'm going to be including in my favourites for January because I have absolutely loved reaching for it. Like I said, this has come straight out my shower, and it is just so easy to apply this to my face while I wash my hair and then just rinse it off, and my skin feels so soft afterwards. It's a product I never would have purchased myself, but I am glad to have 2 of them. But because I want to try and get through my skincare a bit quicker, that's why I thought I would put this in here, seeing as I have 2. Next I wanted to put in a couple of setting powders. The first one is from Physicians Formula, and this is the Healthy Powder. I wasn't really considering putting this one in at first because I thought it would be pretty impossible to pan it, but I have been reaching for it so much lately, and I can actually see the 2 lines of bumps underneath. That is the bottom of the pan. So I'm thinking with this one, it might only be a matter of time before I break through to the pan, and that will be so satisfying doing that. So I thought I would stick this one in. Here's where in 12 months time you can still see the exact same thing you can see now, but we shall see how we get on with this one, but I'm intrigued as to how much progress I'll make. The other setting powder that I wanted to put in here is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and this is a product that I wouldn't have thought to put in a project pan, but I believe my friend Rachel from Things by the Burk had it in her project pan for 2020, and the way she did it was made sure all of the product was sort of banged down and then drew a line above it. So looking at this, I'm exactly halfway through this product. I have drawn an arrow to point to the line, but I can't remember whether it was pointing up or pointing down, so I didn't really think that one through. So we'll see how we get on next time I do the update. I'll have to refer to my video where I've held it a certain way. I'll have to hold it that way in the future, but hopefully I can get through more of this product. It is a really nice setting powder, but one that did get slightly neglected in my collection after me finding the Beauty Bakery one last year, so putting it in here will make me continue to reach for it. First of the final 2 challenges I want to set myself this year is a bronzer, and this is a mini of the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I believe I have had this in a project pan before and not got very far, but because I have 2 bronzers that I find myself constantly wanting to reach for, I thought I need to stick this one back in and see how far along I can get with it. Another product that I think if it gets to the end of the year and I haven't made much of a dent in it, I probably will just declutter it from my collection. I've had this in my collection now since 2017, and I hadn't realised it until I did a video, I think in November, revisiting products that had come into my collection in November 2017. So yeah, I've had it a long time, and it's only a small product. You think I would have made more progress by now. Then the final thing I want to include in my project pan for 2021 is an eyeshadow. This is the Colourpop You Had Me at Hello palette. I don't want to try and pan the whole palette because that would be a little extreme. I just want to try and pan one of the eyeshadows in here. So we have this shade here, which is called Winning Ticket, and looking through my entire eyeshadow palette collection, this is one of the shadows with the sort of bigger dent in it already, and it is a palette that I do reach for quite frequently and a shade that I probably reach for every time I do a look with this palette. So I don't know how well I'm going to do with this at all. I've never tried to pan an eyeshadow before. I don't think I've ever finished up any single eyeshadow ever. So this is one I'm doing for curiosity more than anything as to how well I'll do. I've had this palette for quite a few years at this point, and I've used this palette again a lot, as I said, but I've only made the small dent in it, so I don't know. But I know full well when I use this palette I am going to go into the exact same spot just to see if I can maybe break the surface of it. So this one is definitely going to be my biggest challenge of 2021. So that is all the 10 items that I'm going to be including in my project pan so far. Like I said, if I do finish any up, I will be replacing them with other items. When I first put my list together, I did think I had quite a few variations of products, but obviously I've got 2 primers and 2 powders, so maybe not, but still, I think a good mix of products there to try and work my way through in 2021. But other than that, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.